Hello guys, today I'll be predicting the rest of the Premier League. Let's start with the relegation zone. So, I think Wolves will be last, following by Burnley. Then it's kind of like a relegation battle between like Tottenham and West Ham. But I think West Ham will win a bit more. So I think Tottenham will be in the relegation zone. Avoiding relegation, that's going to be West Ham, obviously. Lower mid. Let's start with Nottingham Forest. I think they'll be 16th. Following by Leeds United, who I think... I think Brentford would be 15th. Then Leeds United would be 14th. I think Fulham will be 13th in this case. Okay, this is probably an unusual one to bring up, but I think Newcastle are going to... Wait, hold on, I got 30. I think Newcastle are going to be 12. And for 11th... this is going to be hard. Because we have Bournemouth, we have Brighton, and Chelsea. And Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace will be 11. Wait, hold on, that's Brentford. Okay, I think Crystal Palace are going to be 11th. If I can stop these two around, okay, thank you. 10th. I think Everton will be 10th. They're doing pretty well this season. I think Brighton will be 9th and Bournemouth will be 8th. But for 7th... Oh, I forgot I have the Europa League as well. Do not scrub that. Man United probably will be 7th. But I want to say Brighton and Man United swap. So Manchester United are 9, Brighton's 8th and Bournemouth are 7th. And for Conference League, I'm putting Sunderland down for Europa League. I think Aston Villa. And now for the UEFA Champions League, we have big teams. We have Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool and Man City. So, I'm thinking Chelsea will be 4th. They've had a good season so far, except from red cards that could leave them down and could affect their season. So, could be Chelsea can go and do UEFA Champions League or then do Europa League. Like, I think the 4th, the 5th and the 6th just like might be incorrect. Like, well, obviously I think Sunderland will be 6th and Aston Villa 5th. I think I'm right with up to like the 20th to the 7th. I think Liverpool will be 3rd because like their games coming up like against PSG, they might get out of the Champions League, but like I think they'll still do well to get 3rd. But now we have 2 big clubs, Arsenal and Manchester City. This might be the biggest decision of my life, but I think very late in the season, like the 23-24 season, Arsenal are probably going to bottle it again, fortunately. And like, thing is, if they lose like any of their matches, then it's going to be huge because I think Manchester City are winning all of their last matches. And if they draw against Bournemouth, which I think they will do in one of their matches, which is probably next, I think it is, I think they'll draw against Bournemouth. And I think Manchester City will succeed to win the last matches. So, this is what I'm thinking. Manchester City 1st, Arsenal 2nd, Liverpool 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Aston Villa 5th, Sunderland 6th, Bournemouth 7th, Brighton 8th, Man United 9, Everton 10th, Crystal Palace 11th, Newcastle 12th, Fulham 13th, Leeds United 14th, Brentford 15th, Nottingham Forest 16th, avoiding relegation 17th, West Ham, relegation zone 18th, Tottenham, Burnley 19th, and Wolverhampton Wanderers 20th. So that's my prediction here. And you guys might agree with me and say like, oh yeah, I think that's correct. Some of you might disagree, like Arsenal winning it, or of course Aston Villa and Chelsea swapping. Or even Sunderland and Bournemouth swap. Or even Sunderland, like, of course, maybe not this far already this season, but Sunderland just, like, might avoid relegation or something, like, go 16th or something. And all of the others, like, move up one. But anyway,